just going to start this morning lying on our backs. All you guys who come to my class know that's where we like to start, lying on our backs. Liz is back in the back, being my cheerleader. She's awesome. We are so thankful for Liz in the studio. So go ahead and lie down on your backs. Stretch out, just get comfortable. Let's go ahead and place one hand on our chest and one on our belly. Just take some deep breaths. Use your hands on your chest and your belly just to feel your inhales and exhales. We'll just take a couple minutes here on your backs, just settling in. As we always do, just clearing our minds, preparing ourselves for our practice this morning. So I'm so grateful to be able to be here with you guys and for you guys safe at home. Just really glad I'm able to practice with you, even though you're not here in the studio with me, and looking forward to seeing you guys soon. So. Another few deep breaths. Go ahead and release your arms. We're going to draw our knees into our chest. So we'll just start with a nice gentle warm up here. Bring your hands to your knees and just start to make some circles with your knees, going a few times in one direction. And then we'll switch directions. Go the other way. Bring the left leg out on your mat. Keep the right knee pulled in. And then we're just going to send that right leg up towards the ceiling. Flex both feet, so pressing the right foot towards the ceiling. The left foot just presses straight towards whatever's in front of you. Let's bend the left knee. Bring that foot flat on the mat. Cross the right ankle over the left knee. Just taking a gentle pigeon here on our back. Go ahead and release. Bring both feet flat on the mat. Bring your feet a little bit wider than your hips. We'll just rock our knees side to side a few times. And then we'll extend the right leg out on the mat. Pull the left knee in and then extend that leg out. A nice gentle stretch on the hamstrings. Right foot comes flat on the mat. Cross the left ankle over the right knee. Pull that right knee in. And go ahead and release both feet on the mat again. Just rock your knees side to side again a few times. And we'll bring the knees back to center. Stretch the legs out on the mat. So we're just going to do a little bit of core here. So bring your fingertips behind your head. And then we're going to crunch up. We're going to draw our right knee up. Bring your left elbow to your right knee. And then as you extend your right leg out, hover it over the mat. Pull your left knee in, right elbow. to left knee, and then switch. You can do this several times. So just pulling your belly in towards your spine. One more time to each side. Okay, that was more than one more, but that's okay. Go ahead and release. Rock your knees side to side. A couple more times. Stretch your arms and your legs out. Take a big stretch, fingertips to toes. And then we'll go ahead and pull the knees into the chest. Take a few rocks forward and back. And roll up to a seat. And let's come to our hands and knees. Coming to our tabletop. We'll move through some cat-cows. Make sure that you have your fingertips. Fingers spread wide, pressing down into your mat. As you inhale, lower the belly, lift the chin, the tailbone. And then exhale, round the spine for your cat. We'll go through this cat-cow a few times. One more round, inhaling, exhaling to cat. Let's bring the toes together, spread the knees wide, sit back on our heels, find our child's pose. Let your forehead rest on the mat. We'll take a few deep breaths here in our child's pose. We'll come back up to our tabletop. We are going to take a pointer dog next, little balance pose. So press your left hand into the mat. We're going to extend the left leg out, extend the right arm, finding your pointer dog. So flex your left foot, reach forward with your right fingertips. Engage the core. One more breath. And we'll release back to our tabletop. We'll switch sides. Extend the right leg. Press the right hand into the mat. Extend the left arm forward. And go ahead and release. Let's go back to our child's pose. Take a side body stretch. So walk your hands over to the right, stack your left hand on top of your right hand, and sink down into your child's pose. We'll go over to the other side. The left hand comes off the mat. Stack your right hand on top of your left. And just breathe. And let's come back to center. We're going to come forward to our tabletop again. We're going to tuck our toes and press back to a downward facing dog. My socks. So finding your downward dog, just bend one knee at a time, pressing your heels down to the mat. Let your head and neck just hang. On an inhale, let's come out to our high plank. You can always drop the knees into a low plank. Exhale, bend the elbows, lowering all the way down to the mat. Inhale, lift into a gentle cobra pose. And then exhale, back to your downward facing dog. Let's inhale the right leg up, bend the knee, let's stack the hips. Press the left heel down towards the floor. We'll square the hips, take another deep inhale. As you exhale, step the right foot forward between the hands. Drop your back knee to the floor. Inhale, reach the arms up. Find your low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Another deep breath in as you exhale, hands to the mat. Step back to our down dog. We'll lift the left leg, bend the knees, stack the hips. Coming back to our three-legged dog, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, step that foot forward, drop your right knee. Inhale, reach up. Thinking I'm going to have to take off my jacket. Deep breath in as you exhale, hands to the mat, step back to your downward facing dog. While you guys are in down dog, I'm just going to take off my jacket real fast. Look between the hands. We start to walk our feet forward, coming up to the top of our mat. Inhale, come up halfway. Find a flat back. And then exhale, fold deeply. So you can heel toe your feet a little bit wider than your hips here. And then just hang here in ragdoll. So shifting your weight forward and back, side to side. Keep a soft bend to your knees. We don't want to overstretch our hamstrings here. And bring your feet back to hip width. Go ahead and inhale halfway up. Exhale, fold. And on the next inhale, we'll sweep our arms up overhead, reaching up. And then exhale, palms to the middle of the chest, to our mountain pose. Okay, so hopefully everybody is doing great so far. So we're going to start to build a little heat in our bodies. I know I need that because it's very cold in here, but that's okay. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, palms to the middle of the chest. Let's go again. Inhale, arms reach up. Just hold on to one of your wrists. Take a deep stretch. Nice side stretch. On your next inhale, go ahead and come back to center. Exhale, side stretch to the opposite direction. Inhale again in the middle. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, mountain pose. Take a full breath in your mountain pose. We'll move on to Sun Salutation Series A. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hinging at the hips. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, step back to your high plank pose. Drop your knees if you like to. On the exhale, we'll go through Chaturanga, lowering all the way down to the floor. Inhale, lift the chest. Elbows are pointing straight back. Cobra pose. Exhale to downward facing dog. Take 3 to 5 full breaths in our down dog. On the next inhale, look between the hands. Exhale, step your feet forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising up, reaching for the ceiling. Exhale, back to mountain We'll go through Sunny one more time. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step back, move through your connecting vinyasa. So whatever that looks like for you is perfectly fine. You can also skip the vinyasas anytime you want to and go straight to downward facing dog. So again, at least 3 slow deep breaths in your down dog. Look between the hands, walk the feet forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, back to your mountain pose. We move on to one round of Sun B. Inhale, come to chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step back to your planks, move through your vinyasa. Inhale, lift your right leg. As you exhale, step that foot forward between the hands. Inhale, reach the arms up for warrior one. Take a few breaths in our warrior one. Take a deep breath in as you exhale, hands come to the floor. Step your right foot back, move through another vinyasa. On the next inhale, the left leg lifts. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, reach the arms up, Virabhadrasana 1 on the left. Take a deep breath in as you exhale, hands to the mat, step back. One more vinyasa. And when we get to our down dog, we'll take a few breaths. Few resting breaths in our down dog. Look between the hands, take an inhale. As you exhale, step forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bending the knees, finding Utkatasana, chair pose. Let's hold our chair pose. So draw the belly in, lift the chest. Let's bring the palms together in the middle of the chest. Take an inhale. As you exhale, right elbow comes to the left knee for a twist. So try to draw that top shoulder back. Pressing the palms together. Go ahead and untwist. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, back to your chair pose. Let's twist to the opposite side. Go ahead and untwist. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step the right foot back. You're going to bring your right hand down to the floor. If you have a block, you can bring your right hand to the block. Sweep the left arm up. Return that left hand down to the floor. We're going to drop our right knee to the floor and reach the arms up for our low lunge. So you can sink your hips forward, get a nice opening through the front of the right hip flexor. inhale here as you exhale, hands to the mat. We're going to step back to a downward facing dog. If you'd like to take a vinyasa here, you can. On the next inhale, let's lift the right leg as we exhale, step that foot forward between the hands. The left hand will stay on the floor or a block. Right arm reaches up for a twist. Returning that right hand down to the mat, we'll drop our left knee. We'll reach the arms up for a little lunge. I've just been told Dana is on. Hi, glad you're here. Another deep breath in. As you exhale, hands to the floor. Let's step back to our downward facing dog. Let's come out to our high plank pose. We're going to lower all the way down to the mat. Take a locust pose here. So arms are down by your side. On an inhale, let's lift the arms, the legs, the chest. Keep breathing. Reach the fingertips and the toes towards the back of the room. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Then go ahead and release. Bring the hands next to the chest. We're going to push up either to tabletop or straight up to our high plank pose and back to a downward facing dog. On the next inhale, let's lift the right leg. As you exhale, step that foot forward. We're going to come to warrior two. Let's turn the right palm towards the ceiling. We're going to sweep the left arm behind us. Find a reverse warrior. Keep a deep bend in your right knee. We'll come back to our warrior two. Bring your right elbow down to your right thigh. Great extended side angle. So nice big stretch from the left fingertips all the way down to the outer edge of the left foot, which you're pressing down into your mat. Go ahead and come back up to warrior two. We're going to straighten our right knee. We're going to parallel our feet so that you're facing the long edge of your mat. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale here. Take a little back bend. Exhale, start to fold forward, leading with the chest. Bring your hands down to the floor. And maybe walking your hands back so that they maybe come in line with your feet. Crown of the head reaches down towards the floor. One more breath. Come up slowly. Inhale halfway, hands to the hips. Take an exhale. Inhale, come all the way up. Turn the right toes towards the front of the room. Back to your warrior two. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, hands come down to the mat. Step back to your downward facing dog. Option for a vinyasa here if you'd like. Next, inhale, the left leg lifts. Exhale, step forward. Drop that back heel. Come up to warrior two on the left. Turn the left palm up. Sweep the right arm behind you. Find your reverse warrior. stepping back through warrior two. Let's find our extended side angle pose. So think about spiraling your chest open towards whatever wall you're facing. We'll go ahead and come back up to warrior two. We'll straighten our left knee, parallel our feet. This time we're going to clasp our hands behind our backs. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together, widen the collarbones. Exhale, slowly hinge at the hips. Lifting your arms up behind you. Letting the head and neck just relax. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale completely. Release the hands. Inhale all the way up. Left toes turn towards the front of the room. Back to your warrior two. Inhaling in warrior two. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back to your downward facing dog. And just take a vinyasa or take a child's pose. So we should all be back in down dog. Take just a couple more breaths to get there. Let's come out to our high plank, lower all the way down to the mat. And take another locust pose here, this time, locust C, clasp your hands together behind your back. Draw the shoulder blades down, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the chest, lift the legs, lift the arms, and just breathe. And then lower back down. Bring both hands next to your chest. Again, press up either through your tabletop pose or press up through your plank and back to downward facing dog. Next, inhale, we'll lift the right leg, we'll step this foot forward. We're gonna come to our high lunge next. So find your foundation first, maybe bring the hands to your thigh first, and then reach both arms up. Crescent lunge. Bringing the palms together at the heart. We'll take a twist. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, left elbow to right knee. For a twist. Again, drawing that right shoulder back. Pressing the palms together. Let's slowly untwist. Reach the arms back up. High lunge. We'll drop that back heel, come to warrior two. Straighten your right knee. We're going to find triangle pose. So you're going to shift your shoulders forward, your hips back. And just bring that right hand down somewhere on your leg. Left arm reaches up. Both knees are straight. Go ahead and press your feet into the mat. Use that strength to bring you back up. Hinge your right knee back into warrior two. Take a deep inhale as you exhale, hands to the floor. Step back to down dog. Inhale the left leg up, exhale, step back foot forward. Same thing on this side, reach the arms up for your high lunge. Bring the palms together at the heart. Inhale. A little bit taller. Exhale, right elbow to the left knee. For a twist. Let's untwist slowly. Reach the arms back up. We're about to fall over. Drop that back heel, find your warrior two on the left side. We'll straighten the left knee, come to Trikonasana, triangle pose. And then go ahead and come back up to center, bend your left knee. Take an inhale as you exhale, hands to the mat. Downward facing dog, vinyasa if you'd like. And then we'll just take a few breaths here in our down dog to rest. Look between the hands, walk the feet forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, back to a mountain pose. Let's come to chair pose, Utkatasana. We're going to transition to a warrior three. So you can either keep your arms straight overhead, or you can bring your hands to prayer pose. Let's shift the weight into our right foot, and then slowly start to extend that left leg behind us. Maybe bring your arms behind you as well. Flex your left foot. Press the heel towards the wall behind you. We're going to step all the way back to a high lunge. So little bend in your right knee. Step way back. Sweep the arms up, finding your high lunge. Let's come to warrior two. We're going to straighten our right knee. We're going to come back to our triangle pose. Bring your left arm alongside your ear, parallel with the floor. Make sure that you're still twisting or spiraling your torso towards the wall that you're facing. Engage the core, lift your right arm up. Go ahead and come all the way up. Take an inhale as you exhale, come back to warrior two. Hands come down to the mat. We're going to step the left foot forward next to the right. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, mountain pose. Let's come back to our chair pose, Utkatasana. Hands come together. In prayer pose, we're going to shift the weight into our left foot. Come to our warrior three. So extend that right leg back. You bring your arms back behind you. Flex the foot. Make sure that your knee and your toes are pointing straight down towards the floor. Let's step all the way back. Coming up to our high lunge. Come to warrior two. Straighten the left knee, triangle pose. Right arm alongside the ear, parallel with the floor. Engage the core. Lift the left arm. Both arms are parallel. Reach those fingertips towards the front of the room. Go ahead and come all the way up. Back to our warrior two. Deep breath in as you exhale, hands to the mat. Step back to your downward facing dog. let's drop our knees to the mat. Let's take a child's pose just for a few breaths. Okay, so let's all come up. We're going to grab our blanket, if you have a blanket. It's just for our knees. So I hope you have a blanket for your knees. Okay, so you're going to just be facing the long edge of your mat. Coming up on your knees, we're going to extend our right leg out. So we're going to come into a gate pose. Inhale, the left arm reaches up. Exhale, just start to lean over towards that right leg. So drawing that left shoulder just slightly back. So you don't want to be turning your chest down towards the floor. Be turning your chest out towards the room, the wall in front of you. We're going to come up through center. Our left hand's going to come down to the mat. We're going to find a supported half moon pose. So lift your right leg up parallel with the floor. Flex the foot. Reach the right arm straight up. You can either stay right here, or if you want to, you can bend that right knee. Reach back with your right hand for your foot. If you can grab onto your foot, kick your foot into your hand. So get a nice stretch through this front part of your chest and your shoulder. Go ahead and release back to your supported half moon. And then let your right foot come down to the floor. Come back up to center. Next, we're going to take a half camel pose. So I'm actually going to turn around so you guys can see what we're doing here. So your right leg is still extended. Bring your hands to your sacrum like you're sticking them in your back pockets. Kind of push down just a little bit. Make sure that you keep your hip pointers, hip bones pressing forward. And then just start to lift the chest, broaden the collarbones, and just start to lean back. So keep your hands right here. Your left toe should be tucked. Reach back, if you can, for that left heel. And then maybe reach the right arm up. For half camel pose. And go ahead and release. We're going to come to tabletop and just take a little twist. Reach the right arm up on an inhale. Exhale, thread the needle. Just take a twist here. You can extend the left arm forward. And then bring your left hand back in. Press yourself back up to your tabletop. And then come back up to kneeling. So we'll go to the second side. The left leg is going to extend this time. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, lean over towards that extended leg. Go ahead and come back up through center. Right hand comes down to the floor. We're going to find that supported half moon. So first, lift the left leg, flex the foot, and then lift that left arm up. Staying right here or bending your knee, reaching back for that foot, kicking the foot into your hand. Releasing back to your half moon, and then lowering that foot down, coming back up. We'll take our half camel pose on the second side. So again, hands on the sacrum, lift the chest, start to lean back. So if this is as far as you're going to go, then that's totally fine. If you want to, reach back for that back heel, lift the left arm up. ahead and release. We're going to come back to our tabletop. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, thread the needle, take a little twist. Extend the right arm forward if you want. And then bring your right hand back in. Go ahead and come back up to tabletop. Back to kneeling. And we're going to do full camel this time. If you have 2 blocks, this will only work with 2 really, but you could put your blocks next to your feet. Straighten your left knee, triangle pose. Look down at your left foot. If you're going to continue on to half moon, start to shift that weight forward. Find your block. Lift your right leg. Half moon. And again, stay right here. If you want to, you can bend your right knee and reach back. That foot, just an option. Go ahead and release back to your half moon pose. And then slowly, let's try to step back to our warrior 2. Nice job, everybody. I can picture you guys doing this. Deep breath in, exhale, hands to the floor. Step back, downward facing dog. We'll take one more vinyasa here if you like. And then drop your knees to the mat. Let's take a child's pose. And when you're ready, we'll go ahead and have a seat on our mat. So we're going to take a reverse tabletop next. So bring your feet flat on the mat. You're going to bring your hands behind you so your fingertips can either be facing either forward or slightly angled. It's just up to you. And when you're ready, we're going to lift up into our reverse tabletop. So just keeping your feet about hip width apart. See if you can lift your hips up a little higher. Keep your chin tucked unless you like extending it back. And then we'll slowly lower back down. Go ahead and bring the soles of your feet together. We're going to take a Baddha Konasana. Just round the spine. Let the chin tuck into the chest. And then we'll sit back. So we're going to do another reverse tabletop. You can do exactly the way that we just did with your knees bent. If you want to, you can extend both legs out on the mat. And we can also do it this way. So just bring those hands behind you again. And then when you're ready, we'll go ahead and lift the hips up. So point the toes, maybe press the toes down towards the floor if your legs are straight. And lift those hips up. One more breath here. Let's slowly sit back down. Inhale, stretch both arms up. Flex the feet, keep the legs active. Exhale, Stretch forward, reach out somewhere along your legs. You don't have to go all the way down to your feet. Come down onto our backs. So we'll finish up with a few more poses on our backs. We're just going to take a couple gentle bridge poses here. So we've done a lot of back bending, so we should be pretty well warmed up for a bridge pose. Go ahead and bend your knees, bring both feet on the floor, out as wide as your hips. Bring your heels pretty close into your glutes, and then when you're ready, we're going to just slowly lift our hips up. So maybe work your shoulders underneath your body, maybe clasp your hands under your body. Just lift up into your bridge pose. One more deep breath. Release your hands and then slowly lower back down. We're going to bring our feet a little bit wider than our hips and then just rock your knees side to side. Okay, so we're going to do one more back bend. So you can do another bridge pose. If you happen to have a block and want to do bridge on a block, you can. Otherwise, do a regular bridge. If you want to practice wheel, you can also practice wheel. So it's pretty much up to you, whichever one you want to do. So go ahead and get yourself set up for whichever version of bridge pose you're going to do. And if you're doing wheel, we're going to go ahead and come up onto maybe the crown of our head first. And then go ahead and lift all the way up into our wheel or your bridge pose, wherever you are. And then when you're ready, you slowly come out of whatever back bend we're in. And let's rock our knees side to side again a few times. Go ahead and draw the knees into your chest. Hug your knees in. So bring your hand to your knees like we did at the beginning of class and just make some circles. Couple times one direction, couple times the other direction. And we're going to take a twist. So let's go ahead and bring your feet flat to the mat. You're going to cross your right leg all the way over your left, and then just lift your hips and scoot them over to the right just a little bit, and then put them back down on the floor. Arms come out to a T. Draw the knees into the chest. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, your knees gently drop over to the left. So try to keep your right shoulder down on the floor. Maybe turn your head to the right if you want. And when you're ready, we'll first bring our head back to center, then we'll untwist, and then just pull the knees into the chest. And we'll start to twist to the second side. So this time the left leg crosses over the right leg. Lift the hips up, shift over slightly to the left. Arms come out to a T. Draw the knees in, take an inhale. As you exhale, knees drop over to the right. And we'll bring the head back to center, untwist, uncross the legs. Pull the knees into the chest. And maybe take a happy baby, reach for the outer edges of your feet. Press the lower back down into the floor. And go ahead and release. So I'm going to give you guys, as I always do, just a minute to finish up any last poses that you feel like you might need. We're going to take a Shavasana together, so don't go away yet, please. And when you're ready, we're going to stretch out on our mats for our Shavasana. I'm going to grab my socks. So grab your socks, whatever you need, blanket. Stretch out on your mat. So go ahead and just find any comfortable position for your arms and legs. Maybe turn your palms up towards the ceiling. Take a few deep breaths. Just let yourself sink down into your mat. Close your eyes. Relax your jaw. And we'll just take a minute or two for Shavasana. Ready, we'll start to bring a little bit of movement back into our body. Coming out of our Shavasana, maybe take a deep stretch, fingertips to toes, rolling over onto your side. Just pausing there. When you're ready, we'll slowly sit back up. Bring nice, comfortable, cross-legged seat on our mats. Bringing the palms together in the middle of the chest. Thank you all so much for taking the time to go online and share my first live online yoga practice with me. It was a lot of fun. I miss you guys so much, and I can't wait to see you guys back in the studio soon. The light in me honors the light in each of you. Namaste.